Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Irbal Sinergy's shop. I'm your host, Sinji. With me, Irbal.
What up?
And confirming this week, Irbal just rolls off the tongue better. Let's kick it off. Flavor of the week. What you got, Irby?
I'm gonna say my flavor of the week was my man Sabo coming in. I was like, damn, about time. A nice use of the flame fruit that ain't stupid. Uh, so
Damn, bro. You had the insult ace while you...
hell yeah. And Sabo already know how to use hockey, so he came in, did a little dragon's breath. Now he can do that, add some fire. I'm like, what? My
I
man
don't...
gonna be
I don't really know how I feel about the Dragon Claw. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm wondering why he calls it that move. Is it because Dragon taught him how to use hockey? Like that's the only thing I could think of.
But I don't really think that Dragon uses Dragon Claw.
I think it's just an homage to his teacher. You know,
It could be.
yeah. Or he just wants to be part dragon, or like maybe he calls it dragon because he's a celestial dragon killer or something. I don't know.
That could be another
Something.
thing. That's definitely a possibility that exists.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know
Okay.
anything.
So my flavor of the week was, you definitely don't know about it, and probably a lot of people don't know about it, is gonna be from the webtoon Unordinary, where
Mm.
the protagonist John is a top level. It's a top level guy in that world, but like he was born without power and then had power, so they called him a late bloomer. And his power was to basically be able to understand everyone else's power and like use it as if it was his own. But I think he can only use 3 at a time. So everyone who bullied him for being weak, he just kind of like took
Uh,
control over.
Another bullying anime.
Pretty much. I mean,
Mm.
I think all animes are violent anyway, so the fact that bullying
Nah.
is where you draw the line is very weird. Anyways,
Hey.
um, so when he became a tyrant in his old school, and like to have that not happen in the new one, he went back to like being powerless and like pretended that he didn't have powers. Well, the
Yeah.
problem is someone forced the powers out of him, and he became a tyrant again. And like he just deemed everyone like pieces of shit, worthless. They didn't deserve the air they breathed, and thought everyone was as bad as he was. And his one friend that like really felt betrayed by him was just trying to pull him out of the darkness. And when he finally had the breakthrough moment, it was a cool moment. He had a breakthrough. She broke through to him, and he like broke down. And now I think where they left off, he's going to confront his past because he went back to his hometown. I think that's where it's going off, and I couldn't wait. Like I'm at the chapter I am now because I couldn't wait to see next week. So I did the fast pass and read the next 3
Hmm.
chapters. So now I'm waiting and have to pay to read the next next chapters if I want to know what happens next, or I have to wait 3 weeks until the chapters are free again.
Sounds like you need to pay that money.
I probably will.
Mm. Huh.
Anyways, that was my flavor of the week. So,
Yeah. Hmm.
I watched Kenshin, 3 episodes. Squeezed in the third one today.
A word.
Yes,
Mm.
sir. And the first 2 were good episodes. The third one was clearly filler, but that's okay. It's no big deal. It was an entertaining third episode. I felt feel like every time there's a filler episode, it has a lot to do. It's it's almost like an Inuyasha thing where every time there was a filler episode of Inuyasha, Shippo had a love thing going on. I feel like Yoshi always has like some love interest every time there's a filler episode.
I don't even
Or
remember.
Sano. So like, all right, before going to the filler, the previous two episodes, episode 15 and 16, were about the former slasher now teacher, where like the
Yeah.
guy dedicated, who was a dedicated slasher and fought with Kenshin at some point, and they like came to a draw.
Mm-hmm.
He put away he retired his sword and became a teacher and said that this was the way, this was a better way to serve the community, teaching kids how to read and shit rather than how to kill.
Yeah.
And there was an assassin group who the leader of that group was a former student of his, who he convinced that they need to kill the politicians that are corrupting this world to have true peace. And his student really like took that to heart, and like he still follows by that rule, whereas the teacher didn't. So over the next two episodes, he was trying to get his teacher to like go back to how he was, and his teacher was trying to convince him like, hey, that's not how you should be. And then obviously you can't have any sword stuff without Kenshin. So the assassin eventually drew short, exchanged blades with Kenshin, and like they had a quick bout, a quick slash, one of those quick things where like they both attack at the same time and like they're facing the opposite way of each other. You see who wins that little duel.
Mm-hmm.
And like Kenshin had a scratch on his neck, but there was definitely gonna be a round two. So the guys were like, "You're gonna help us, or we're gonna make you help us." And then like they basically were saying like they were gonna kill the kids if the former slasher now teacher didn't help. It became a battle towards the end, and Kenshin fought the former student again. And what got me here was homeboy thought he invented like some tough shit with his master's former style and like improvised it to be something better. And they were like, yeah, what you're doing is this, and I already know about it. You're too slow for me to not react to it. You really thought you invented some new shit? You're actually undisciplined and not worthy of the sword you carry. And I was like, damn. My man was feeling himself and everything, and they just shut his shit down.
Should be like that.
And the third episode was just a filler episode. It involved the circus and Yoshi's little love interest and obviously corrupt people. It wasn't something that was going to carry over, but it was a nice episode.
Yeah. I'll be
So
forgetting the series.
it sounds like in One Piece you're knee deep in the Dressrosa arc with Doflamingo.
And I must say, one thing that kind of gets my nerves. This whole season is 117 episodes. Ain't no reason possible a whole season 117 episodes. That could be
It,
2 or 3 seasons.
it's an arc, bro. Who the
Nah,
hell wants
bro.
to? I just know. I like that. I hate
Split
when
that
they
thing
split
up.
seasons, bro. Like they're splitting Attack on Titans right now, and like it's the final fucking arc. Why are you splitting it? You should have just finished it while you had the project going.
Nah, let that thing go. 117. I can see if it
117,
was
baby.
like this is a whole lot of episodes doing nothing, dragging out. To me, it feels like remember when Goku had that fight with Frieza? And it was 6 minutes real time, but it lasted like 25 episodes.
Yeah, see, like
That's how
that's
I
the
feel about
problem.
One Piece.
That's the problem with anime, man. They drag things out for no reason. Like if you're so worried about um catching up to the manga. Just stop cutting things out from the manga and like take breaks if you have to. Just like postpone it. You don't need an episode every week if you're just gonna create filler and portray characters as something they're not.
Yep.
Like Luffy,
That's why
Luffy is not the brightest
Luffy's
fucking
stupid.
protagonist, but he's not as stupid as the filler arcs make him out to be.
Yeah. I mean, I can do it his goofiness, like carefree stuff, but like he just does some stupid stuff sometimes. And I'm like, really? Do you need to do that?
Like that whole they dragged out the fight with Hody Jones, the shark guy, the fish man. In the
Yeah.
manga, Luffy pretty much took him out, no
Destroyed
problem.
him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what was the last
Yep.
episode you saw?
Um, he's doing the bird cage.
Ooh. This is
Yeah.
another dragged out fight in the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doflamingo versus Luffy is another dragged out fight. And it's like one where like he pretty much overpowers Dofi pretty easily. It's just, the anime has to be all fancy and whatnot. Don't want to follow the story, so we're gonna make this a fight and give the guy a fair shot. Which it's really harmful to Luffy's character development because it doesn't show his level, where his level is, and like it makes people unwilling to believe that like he's on Yonko commander level, at least. Which, to be fair, he wasn't, but like he used that fight to improve himself. So like, plot armor, with some plot armor and some logic, he got there. It's just making him take beatings to people like Doflamingo is not helping showcase his power.
Yeah. I say when he chopped his head off, I was like, man, y'all know that was too easy. You just let a one-legged person run in there and chop a head off? Nah, y'all know that was way too easy.
How do you like the soldier's backstory?
He's interesting. I I feel like it's not that they didn't do him a disservice, but like I don't know. I feel like they could have went a little bit more into there and just they I guess for the hobby fruit, they forget stuff. I'm like, damn, they ain't forget him. And then like I feel like his name like showed up after everyone remembered, like you know
Mm-hmm.
that like, oh, this is Curios, and it's like, what? Now just magically carved in stone. So
Yeah, so like the story in itself is interesting because like that the sweet girl, everyone she touches turns into a toy, right?
sugar, yes, with the
Sugar, yeah, it
hobby
turns into a
fruit.
toy. So, and like once they turn into a toy, everyone forgets their existence. It's really weird, but I get it. Whatever, it happens.
Yeah.
I feel like how do you like the guy with the green hair?
Oh, I kind of like Bartolomeo.
Yo, that man is a fucking straw hat stan, bro.
Yep, he worse than you.
Wait till you see his ship.
Yeah, I can already tell. I mean, he's a little different, but he's all right.
Yeah, he's a good character. I like the character.
Yeah,
We'll
his
talk more about like these characters as you progress. Um,
yeah,
what was Kenichi? I like the last few episodes of Kenichi.
yeah. He let me look here at my notes. Yeah, Kenichi, it picked up a little bit.
Yeah, so like episodes 25, 26, and
25.
27. This was pretty much the continuation of the play,
Yeah.
and Kenichi confronting Kasara and her gang. And my dumbass labeled this fucking episode after it was over Kenichi versus Kasara Part 1 because I thought they were gonna
Mm,
continue fighting in the next episode, and the way the shit ended kind of was like, oh, okay, that's that. I'm okay with the ending, but like I thought it was gonna be something else. But no, that's cool.
yeah. I
Go
know
ahead,
what you mean.
go ahead and take the reins on
So
this, sir.
yeah, what 25. That's the play, and Mew was Kenichi basically fights the whole gang to keep Miyu's play like intact, so that Kasari won't interrupt it. So he does. He fights them. Kasari kicks him, and he's on this whole principle of not fighting a woman. And I'm like, if she steps up in the ring, she gonna get knocked out. I mean, that's only like in fair of like competition, you know. Like if it's in the rules, if she's in there doing the competition, fine. But if she just trying to beat you up just to beat you up or something, you might just have to restrain her, Kenichi. But I ain't finna get beat up.
Yeah, she was trashing my boy, but he didn't want to fight
She
back. You know,
was.
it's commendable. And then
Yeah.
you saw like why she hates the way like why she hated that about Kenichi, and like it's because people from her karate class didn't want to take her seriously.
Yeah.
And like
Cause
I felt like she would have still fucked up homeboy had he been serious. I honestly feel like
I think he
he
was
lied.
serious. He just was
Yeah, I feel like he
embarrassed.
lied.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was just embarrassed because like, come on, man, you can't let a girl beat you. There's
yeah. I
nothing wrong
definitely
losing to a girl.
fuck it. She put in the work. It's not like you weak. She's just strong.
She did that drop down. Wow, I said, man,
That was something fierce.
it
Fierce.
was. Looked like a gum axe hammer.
Yo, so I like the next episode because it basically reveals that Hermit is the play guy.
Yeah. The striped mask, hermit, true identity.
And you were fucking close. You thought it was his brother. No, it's fucking him.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, yeah, you was right. Cause I was like, he might be related to him somehow or something, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But it
he,
was
he
him. It was
was. It
him in
was him.
disguise.
I was like, oh, what the fuck? I had a feeling he's the one who beat up the people,
He
but I didn't.
did.
I didn't think he was Hermit. I was like, oh,
He did beat up the people. He's
oh,
like,
he
yeah.
did. He
He's like,
beat
I
their
told him to
ass.
attack. Yep. And I was like, man. It's like, dang, down, rotten, dirty scoundrel.
So I feel like this fight between Kenichi and Hermit, it's very informative because whereas Hermit is, you can tell Hermit's like a cut above
Strong.
Kenichi. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like he's like a cut above Kenichi. He's had more training. He's got more technique. He's more disciplined. But Hermit's no match for Kenichi being able to take a fucking beating because
Yeah.
that that blow to the back of the neck probably would have killed a normal person.
Yeah.
But Kenichi dies on a regular basis. So
Do you see how his eyes went white and then he was like,
yeah,
oh, dang, you're not supposed to go for the back of the neck. Like, dang,
yeah.
man, you should have been dead.
I thought it was over. His eyes went white. And I was like, oh, my man's just too used to being abused.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, so I like it was. I think it was funny how Sasaki and Kensei were resisting helping him. Actually,
Hmm.
Kensei had no intentions of helping him. Sasaki was just like, I want to help, but I know I can't. It's a master's duty to let his disciple fight his own battles. Damn it, but I want to
Yeah,
help. Good guy Zoro,
pretty
man.
much.
Zoro's a good guy no matter where he's at.
And so, did you see what was it? Apachai playing basketball was a good one too. In that,
I really did think that he botched the shot, but it went from the backboard of the one basket all the way to the
the
opponent's
correct
basket.
one.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just like, bro, what the fuck did he just do? Can I do that in basketball? That'd be dope.
Nah, I don't think he that strong.
Yeah, it's you
Yeah.
could have let me have that.
Nah, I can't lie to you, man.
Yeah, I'm not that
Can't.
strong. I'd probably get to the I could probably get it like past half court doing that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I can do that.
What, get it half court?
No, like throw it off one to get it to the other one, other side like that.
No, yeah, that takes
Not with no
trom.
accuracy.
Now, yeah, after you might get if you can get it to the other side of the court, then after a few tries, might get lucky.
I know I can get it to the other side of the court, but I can't get in the basket like that.
Now you need some do perfect luck with that.
Yeah.
You ever watch Do Perfect?
Nope. Not
Then
in the slightest.
you don't know what I'm talking about. Do
Nope.
Perfect's that YouTube channel that like it's a bunch of guys and they do a whole bunch of trick shots and you gotta figure it's like a whole day of just trying and trying and trying.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
So, but yeah, I did enjoy that.
the last episode was a little backstory. Actually, no, it ties in with the these episodes because Hermit mentions his
His
master,
master.
which his
Yeah.
last name is Ma, and Kensei's last name is also Ma, which brings Kenichi to ask Kensei about Hermit's master, and then Kensei was acting all different,
Hmm.
and we come to find out that Hermit's master is Kensei's brother. Which do you
Yep.
remember his name? Because I don't remember his name.
Sugetsu or something.
Sugetsuma.
Songetsu or something.
No, Songetsu is Bleach, bro.
Uh, it's all them names go together.
Yeah, it's Sugetsu.
Yeah.
Sugetsuma. And we also run into Kensei Ma's daughter and found out this man had a whole wife and family in Japan or China.
Just
China.
left them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just left him. Because he said the martial arts master life isn't for him.
Yeah.
Which,
And then
I think
his
that
daughter
totally
is
suits his character.
16 too. I was
Yo,
like, what?
his daughter got a bout on her, bro.
I was like, cause I was Khadijah's like, oh, man got sugar daddy. And then he's like, that's my daughter. I was like, dang. So you know how much of me you want to parent, and you got the whole child out here with with no parent. Well, I guess she still has a mom,
She has a mom, yeah.
but still, she wants
But he's
dad.
not in his family, so he could be a part of Miyu's family. He's like
Yeah,
he has a home there. He likes it where he's at, and he doesn't want to be a master of a dojo for whatever reason.
yeah,
Even though he took on a disciple, so like he's kind of still a master, but
yeah. I don't think he wanted to have 10,000 disciples is a real thing.
yeah, too much. And like
Yeah,
his wife is actually the master, so like I feel like I feel like he's just got a strong family in general.
Yeah. I was like, dang, left the whole family. Anyway,
Right.
he finds his older brother and fights him, and he they in a fire after a nice little whooping. They fight each other, and my first thought was like, you're not supposed to take the elevator in the case of a fire. You're supposed to take the stairs.
True.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
yeah, that was my first thought, but it was a nice fight. He
But of course,
came through with a technique.
Kenichi couldn't give up on him and tried to save him, and Nika hit him all the way to the elevator.
He did. It was like, "Huh!" I was like, ooh,
I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
that hurt me.
Yeah, and
But
I think he escaped anyway. They couldn't find his body, so he decided to live regardless.
yeah, that's what I think too.
Wimp.
Why you gotta be
Couldn't
wimp
see it through.
for women? Yeah, why you gotta be wimp for trying to live?
He wasn't trying to live. The Kenichi's the one convinced him to live. Couldn't see it through.
Yeah,
And then at the end of the episode, we find out that Kensei's daughter's got a thing for Kenichi.
yeah. Nietzsche, he has that kind of ability, I guess.
He's got a harem, but the one person who isn't interested is the one he's interested in. Actually, Miyu might
I
be
don't know about
interested.
that
Yeah, Miyu might
because
be
the
interested.
next episode, she was like, oh well, da, da, da. 'Cause I listened to the previews for the next
Oh, I was
one
about
at
to say,
the
did you
end.
see the preview?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the preview.
Yeah, she's like, don't let me stop you from reading your love letter. And she was kind of like embarrassed and flustered.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, huh,
Well, they
like
live
look at
together,
you.
so like, it's like I don't know. You're around the person enough times. If you like being around them, you're probably bound to develop feelings sometimes, depending on the situation. But like, he's clearly
Mm,
attracted to her and like sees her as more than a friend. It's just, is
mm,
she gonna see that with him eventually?
who knows?
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe Kenichi's not a love story. I don't know.
It's you, probably not. Mm.
So moving on to Shield Hero. Are we gonna? Are we gonna talk about
It's
all
the
the
final.
episodes?
It's 3 episodes because there's one more left because I stuck to watching the 3 episodes as agreed upon.
I
So
thought you said
next
you were
week we'll
watching the
get.
next one.
Nope. I
Damn,
decided to only do three to keep to my word of doing only three.
bro, you a whole liar. You watched it, didn't you?
I did not.
Bro, stop playing with me. You didn't watch it?
I did not watch it.
Oh my god, you're a whole piece of shit.
Hey man of my word, bro.
Whole piece of shit.
So
All right, class upgrade was the next episode. They upgraded their classes cause
it's actually called the Four Hero Council. Is the title of the next episode.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah. They got their class upgrades and Horse back at it again, trying to poison my boy. And
Yeah.
Melty, Melty found him out, and I was like, what is this? What is she doing?
And then the
Why are you
spear hero
trying
is
to
just
do
like,
that?
she would never do that. Say, oh, go ask her yourself, dude.
And he's like, "Arr."
It's like she's not that kind
Yeah,
of person. Like debatable.
she don't change.
It's debatable.
I don't know why I don't know why she harbors such a grudge. Like,
He saved her.
yeah, like you got to be. That's like a blood debt, pretty much. Pretty much a blood debt. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, and then I think they encountered the issue of like they didn't get to pick their own upgrades too. So I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, so like they wanted to pick upgrades and like Naofumi could actually decide whether he wanted to let them choose or not, but he let them choose because like it's they have to be comfortable fighting, and
Yeah,
ended up picking their upgrades for them anyway.
yeah. So maybe it just like took too long for them to like he was like, cause maybe if you know how you time out sometimes, it will give you just generic whatever.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I don't even recall what they picked.
I don't think they ever mentioned it. They mentioned the theory of maybe they didn't do it because of certain abilities, like because Philo has the Filial Queen something rather.
So I think towards the end of this episode is when they mentioned the island that like you level up really fast,
Yeah,
and we get a sneak peek of the next two characters that we actually get introduced to at
Lark.
yeah, at
Yeah,
Raftalia's hometown, because
yeah,
Naofumi decided that his reward he wants to be the lord of the demi-human village, that particular area,
yeah.
and everyone was jealous. No, not everyone was jealous. The red whore was upset that he got land,
Yeah.
and but all the other three heroes were cool with it, and it's like, well, it is what it is. I guess we need to go elsewhere and do our thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. The Calmyra Archipelago is the next episode. And that's where they actually formally meet them.
And like the dude's like
Yeah.
in disbelief. He didn't want to believe that Nalfim was the shield hero.
Yeah.
He was like, "All right,
Now
whatever you say, kiddo."
it's like use a different name or something, and I'm like, huh, it's really him.
I was like, "What
But I
reason
kind
did you
of
have to believe it wasn't?"
yeah, for some reason, like I don't understand how I didn't put like him being a type of hero when what's the name touched his weapon and then touched her throat. It's like, oh, can you translate me better now? Can you understand me? You
Yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like, that's a dead giveaway.
I didn't understand either. It was, but like, I guess they didn't. And Malfoy overthinks a lot, so like, it was really confusing why he didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, could I seen that? And I was like, oh, he must be some type of hero
But
or
my thing
something.
is, when I initially saw them, I thought they were like a different country's heroes, because like
Yeah,
in my head, okay, so like when they said that all the different four places have um catastrophe waves, and I was just like,
She was I think they're supposed to like go deal with them as like the four different heroes.
yeah. But I also thought that like maybe it was possible that like the other places could summon heroes because they each had hourglasses, so maybe they each had potential to do it too.
Yeah, I think the hourglasses were just where where they could you know like they could end up striking or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure. I might have to go back and look at it, do some research. But yeah, and that was a good one. I was like, they trained, the combos was up, they were doing all sorts of stuff. And I'm kind of curious as to like what that creature dropped where the sickle guy was like, huh, I don't want to be in your party anymore or something. He's like, nope, we'll go train out on our own. Could have dropped something, but they didn't show anything.
Right. And then
So I'm wondering, yeah, I'm wondering what they dropped.
Homegirl gets her powers from crystals, and like the crystal. That was weird. It
Yeah,
was like, that's interesting.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense if they're technically from a different world or whatever or realm. Cause I feel like I feel like maybe the catastrophe is like a bridge between the two worlds or something. Um, because glass comes through when during the catastrophes. So maybe they had to live with the catastrophes all the time, and then come to the other world when it's free.
Well, so do you think that they just came during the last catastrophe and never went back?
It's possible.
Because they were definitely there with before the catastrophe hit.
Yeah, they had to be in order to be there this time.
Yeah, if that's the thing, then I guess that would be it. Which, in theory, actually, it makes sense. The catastrophe opens a gate for them to go over, and
Yeah, maybe the
to
only way to end their catastrophe is by killing the heroes on this side or something.
that's I need more. I need more information on that. I want to know
Yeah,
like deeper, or like why. Because it's not like
who knows?
they dislike Malphemy and Raftalia and them. It's just like this is what we got to do.
Yeah,
Why this fucking season's over.
yeah, that's how it is. That's how it goes.
Okay, so during the catastrophe, they're fighting the big sea monster,
Yeah,
and as always, the other three heroes seem to be no help. They seem to be under skilled
under,
because they're not under leveled. They're just not.
yeah,
They're not helping. And like
yeah.
I don't really get what the difference is.
I don't know. I don't know either. It's kind of like I guess it's natural talent versus like training or something. I can't really be the difference.
Yeah,
Don't really
but like
know.
cause like Malphemy learned Meteor Shield.
Yeah, I
I don't.
think it was.
It
I
was
did
like
think it was cool, like how if they believe in whatever, it works for them. Yeah,
man,
so
there's so many things that confuse me about this so far. Like about the shield and like the catastrophes. There's like a lot of things I want to know.
yeah.
But
Well, good thing the season two was announced.
oh, speaking of announcements, before we continue on, Funimation announced that they're doing the whole Prince of Tennis series and doing a new dub voiceover for the show.
Hmm.
I actually really like Prince of Tennis, and like I'm upset I can never find all the episodes. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's good.
um, so they defeat the monster with the help of Laurel and is it Laurel? What's his name again?
Lark.
Lark. And do you remember the girl's name?
No, I don't have the slightest clue.
Okay, they they end up asking for his help, and Lark is clearly like reluctant to help the Shield Hero because he figured out he's a Shield Hero at this point, and they're from the like they're
Yeah,
supposed to be like taking down the Shield Hero, not helping him. But they do it because Lark, in the end, he's a good guy, and you know they're not trying to get him because they don't like him. They're just it's to save their world.
yeah,
So once they destroy the monster, Lark's like, okay, kiddo, now it's time to fight me. And I'm like, yo, what the hell you talking about, dude? I find someone I
yeah,
like and you're a piece of shit? That's fucked up. That's how I would take it. It's like I actually like someone and he's a piece of shit. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, man, I can get down with this guy, but no, it wasn't even the slightest. I was like, oh, they can have heroes from different sickles, stuff. So I don't know if it's like if there's a counterpart for the heroes too, you know, like because I think he had a skill that was like, oh, if I attack you, the higher your defense is, the more damage it does on like the back end or something. So maybe like he's made to destroy now for me or something.
Yeah, that was weird, but like, but Mouth Me also had a counter for it.
Yeah,
So like it kind of made Mouth Me his worst defense match. I don't fucking know, dude. Like I said, this fucking show's confusing me now. But it's like it's so hype.
yeah. It's a good show.
It is.
So yeah, and so next week's the last and final episodes of Shield Hero.
Fuck you.
What dog?
No, damn well you were supposed to watch that last episode.
Nah, I just kept it three like I said I would. Wouldn't go. Wouldn't want to lie to you and say I only watched three when I watched the remaining six.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
Oh, Talking about I couldn't wait. That's what we were talking about Kendra last week because you finished watching the last six episodes.
No idea what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, you know. Mm-hmm.
Not a clue.
Shoot. Yeah, you know.
Nope. So, moving on. Tower of God. Catch us up.
Alright, so what happened, they did the second test with the doors. The whole room, whatever, I think the fight for the, no, they did the test, and then they go into new room, and I know there's like a fight for the Black March now too, um, and the throne seatings, so that's where I'm at. They're all fighting and doing that stuff.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's where you got?
yep.
Damn
Because
it,
I
Kirby.
did what? I did
It's not far
I
enough.
read my chapters. Yeah, it's all right.
It's not far
It's a
enough.
leisurely read.
I think you need to get to like to the end of season 1, and that's when you'll be hooked. I think
Maybe.
season 2 is when people are hooked.
I don't know, man. I just ain't built like some other people to get hooked on stuff. Shoot. But yeah,
Why the
it's good
fuck
so
you
far.
lying?
Shoot, it's good so far.
Why you
I,
always
f-
lying?
I feel
Oh
like
my god.
I feel like I think the other lady, she's a daughter of what's his name too, or something, or she's related or something rather.
Who?
The girl with the green march or whatever.
You'll find out a little more about that soon. Hopefully, I don't think as soon as I hope.
Probably not.
Yeah, but soon. Soon you will.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's all right though.
So, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, that thing was off the chain, boy. All right, let me look at my notes here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take your time. We're
Yeah, yeah, no,
reviewing
no,
episodes 71 to 79.
yeah. Let me see. I just
Chapters.
flipped my thing all around. Let's see. Oh yeah, find so in Demon Slayer they find all three of the guys' wives, and one lady conveniently fell out a window, but a demon lady killed her. So
Oh, the
that was
Oron. That was a flashback. That was how like the demon became the head of her house, but she slips between all three houses.
Yeah.
So like her way of killing people is like when a guy takes up a girl and they're or it actually doesn't have to be like when a guy takes up a girl. When they're like ready to go and like people won't really suspect anything, she like abducts them. Like but they have to. It has to like not be suspicious.
Yeah. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. But yeah, yeah, they do make some ugly women though.
Yo, not Inusoke.
Yeah, he he was a pretty one. They said.
That man was beautiful.
Yeah,
They still thought Zenitsu was a woman, and they knew Tanjiro wasn't a woman.
yeah, because Tundra was a terrible liar.
But they were just like, I was just curious to what you were doing. I was just gonna let it rock out. Like,
So
oh,
she was like,
okay.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, they knocked out Zenitsu and put him in looked like a roll of film or something.
Like a cloth.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, man, look at this little demon person.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
the thing fucking Inusoke did to get to her lair kind of fucking. That shit fucked
Fucked
me
me
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, because
He was like,
he's like, I'll just dislocate my arms and do all my other joints and slit it through, and I was like, wow,
it's like, what?
that made my shoulder hurt.
It's like, that's not okay. He's like, as long as my head fits, I can fit anywhere. It's like, no. No.
That's pretty much like cat logic. Because
Yeah,
cats will
bro.
do
It's
that
like,
if their whiskers fit in a space like they know they can fit through.
that shit was wild, bro.
Yeah,
Nigga was out
I
here
was like,
doing
ooh,
the most.
he got there though, and he slaughtered that demon. Well, he's working on slaughtering the demon. And then the guy has sound breathing that blows stuff up. Tegan.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I was like, huh. Wonder what. I feel like that's an offshoot of Thunder.
You think so?
Yeah, because Thunder's the only one that has like sound in my eyes, or you could make a sound. Because
Yeah,
because
I can see it being thunder.
because Zenitsu just like thunder breathing, thunder clash and clap or whatever. So it's like oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see it with it being thunder, a variation of
Yeah.
thunder. Which means if it's just a variation, it's not as strong as what it could be. Cause
Yeah.
like, so from what I understand, everything comes from sun breathing, and then everything's an imitation of sun breathing. But like the major three elements is water, fire, and
So I feel like sun breathing. This is like a little like what if the father doesn't actually mean like it's what that's in his mind is the only form, you know, like whether that's not the first form or whatever it is.
you don't
You
think
know what I'm
sun
saying?
breathing is possibly the first form? What if it's something else?
What if like it's just a form, but it's not like the form that started all forms? If
That
that makes sense.
no, that makes perfect sense. That could be a possibility.
Yeah. What if the father just like oh, because that's what he knows is sun breathing or whatever. Because I feel like Tanjiro, his nature is fire. And he just learned water breathing because his master just happened to be a water breather.
He
So
was
like he'll
saying that he can never use his sword properly doing the water techniques,
yeah.
and that
So
and then once he did the fire did he do sun breathing or fire breathing?
I think he did his special flame move
I
or
think that's
whatever it
sun
was.
breathing. It might be. It could be. I could be wrong.
Yeah, might be sun breathing because it didn't affect him as much this time since he been training for total concentration constant.
Mm-hmm. And then like he once he did it, his moves became sharper. His sword became sharp, like more sharp as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. So his natural thing is fire. Some form of
yeah,
fire. Don't know if it's
yeah,
fire or sun yet, but it's some form of fire. Damn it.
yeah. So I'm interested to see how he fares, and he's also fighting the other demon that's kind of strong right now.
He was fighting an upper rank
Yeah, and they're
by
fighting.
himself. My man was holding his own by himself with an upper rank.
He did that with the other guy last time
Nah, that
for a
man.
little while at least.
Yeah, that man was about to get clapped, bro.
If the demon had cut off his own head, then Tanjiro would have killed him.
Oh, you're talking about Rui. But
Yeah,
Rui was one of like the lower ranks, the lower upper
yeah,
ranks.
yeah.
Cause like I think it's
I think he was like 5 or 6.
yeah. So like I think it's the same thing with like the bleaches espadas, where like
Yeah,
you have 1 through 10 are the strongest, but 1 through 5, boy, watch out for 1 through 5.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
It was
that's what
a
I think though. Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be
yeah.
remembering. I could
Could
just be thinking of Bleach, honestly.
could be. I don't know, but yeah, that was a good volume.
It was. It was.
Yeah,
Inosuke went down
I'm
there.
looking
He
at my
freed a bunch of people. Happened to save the two wives and Zenitsu. And then Tegan showed up, or Jigen, or Legan, or
yeah. I got
Megan.
Nosuke is a snake in my notes. The man just dislocated vertebrae.
Yeah,
Just
that shit. I'm telling you, man, that shit fucked me up. That was almost my flavor of the week. I was really confused. I was like,
yeah,
it's like what? How do you just casually do that?
yeah. I mean, I can dislocate joints not because I want to, but yeah, some of my joints do get weak, and I can just pop them in and out. But nah, that man popped his shoulder out and just started slithering. I said, mm-mm.
Wait, you can do that?
I can pop my thumb in now. That's just because I dislocated it before.
That's I don't want to say that's weird, but it's kind of weird.
It's not normal, but
Well,
yeah,
I've heard a couple things this week that weren't normal, but I think I'll talk about that on the other podcast.
dang.
Hey
But
man, it be like
anyhow,
that. It be like that, dog.
yeah,
Um, so how did that? That pretty much ended the fight. It was like Tanjiro actually holding his own, and then Tegan showed up with his sound breathing,
yeah.
and then it was like end volume. It was like no, no, no. You don't end the fucking volume. You give me. I didn't read more. I didn't do it. I stood true to volume
Oh, for
79.
once, huh? Oh,
Yeah, dog.
okay. All right.
I mean, if you can read the whole volume of freaking Demon Slayer, you might
They
as well
don't have.
finish the volume of the season of Tower of God.
It's completely different.
Nah, dog, it's the same.
Nah, because the season's like 100 some episodes.
You go buy them really quick.
Nah, bro, it's not the same.
Nah, it'd be alright.
Nah, it's not the same.
I'm telling you,
It's
it'd be
not the
alright.
same. Mm-mm-mm. Nope. Not in the
Man,
slightest.
listen. You'll get there.
What? You'll get there.
You'll get there.
I won't get there. You'll get there.
Whatever. Alright,
Mm-mm-mm.
guys. That's gonna do for this episode of Herbal Synergy. Thank you for
Yep.
joining us at the shop. And Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, leave us some shows you'd like us to look at,
So we can attempt to look at
critique
it.
them. Yeah. And stick to, maybe one or the allotted episodes we elected for viewing. And we'll catch you next time, listeners.
Don't recommend anything like High School DxD. I'm not interested. Nothing of the sort. No tits, no hentai-ish type shit. I don't watch anime to get a fix.
Dang.
Just saying. You can like it, but like don't recommend it to me. All right, bye.
Yeah. Peace.